Barron William Trump. With all the recent buzz, headlines, and whatnot, I'm sure you all very well recognize that name and know exactly who he is. He is the son of the ever so talkative American President Donald Trump and the dangerous, predatory-looking Melania Trump. So, who exactly is this guy really? Why am I discussing him instead of his more noteworthy father? Well, because I feel like it. Okay, so there's actually a deeper, clearer, better reason than that, and it probably might be pretty darn obvious, but before I get into that, allow me to discuss Barron himself and his background and such before getting into the more comical bits. Barron, though you probably won't be watching this video, but in case you do, you better watch out because you know what? I'm gonna roast you, and I'm gonna expose your balls to the whole wide international world and reveal all the evil things you've done in your young wild life. Yeah, that's right. I love to pick on little kids, and now I can hear God cranking up the temperature of my spot in hell, so I'm probably gonna stop and admit that I'm just kidding. Man, I'm lame. Alright, so, let's get down to business here. Even though I fire numerous shots at Donald Trump by poking fun at him in some of my videos, and by brazenly discussing opinions of the modern-mouth politician and his questionable, if not downright ridiculous political ideas, the purpose of this video is not to fire shots at Barron, but to discuss him and some of the things he's done that's been making so much interesting buzz. Barron, if y'all don't know already, is 10 years old. That's right, just a decade old. Specifically, he was born in 2006 on the 20th of March. And of course, he was born in the United States of America in New York City's famous borough, Manhattan, to you-know-who, so I won't bother even mentioning them. Now, I am fascinated with people's ethnic backgrounds, ancestry and whatnot, so let's dive into his blood and see what he's made of. His father, Donald, was also born in the United States of America, but is half German, half Scottish, thanks to his European mommy and daddy. Now Melania! What exactly is she? Well, her foreign accent makes it very clear that she wasn't born anywhere in North America, but in Europe in a South Slavic country called Slovenia. Should I mention her hometown, or am I being too creepy, weird, and boring right now? Well, whatever. Being weird, creepy, corny, cheesy, eerie, cryptic, and strawberry is what I do best! The place is called Slovenica, and if I offended any Slovenians by butchering the name, well, that's too bad. We can 1v1 each other later. Alright, so now I'm finished analyzing Barron's ethnic ancestry. You now know that this guy is ancestrally Scottish, German, and Slovenian. Fancy, eh? Well, alright, let's move on to some more fun facts and discussion about this guy before I dive into the hilarious, sad internet affairs that have been going on with this chap. He is apparently the youngest of Donald's many children. Wow. So is he spoiled? Wait, why does Donald have so many kids? Anyways, Barron's also going to be the first presidential son in the White House once he actually moves there, making it 54 years since the last time that has happened. Kind of crazy when you think about it. So you mean to tell me that nobody has had a son living in the White House with him for almost 5.5 decades? Damn! Speaking of presidential son, do you think that he might grow up and try to become president? Sort of like how Hottie Pants, drama boy Justin Trudeau here, grew up to become prime minister like his father, Pierre Elliott Trudeau? Who knows? Would be quite something, wouldn't it? Would he be a good boy? He's said to be very much like his father according to his mother because he happens to be very strong-minded, independent, and opinionated. Yeah, that does kind of sound like Donald Trump, alright. But let's just hope he doesn't grow up to be exactly like him. Oh, and have I mentioned that he's bilingual? When I first learned about that, I was honestly like, what? The little stinker is fluent in English and Slovenian? Damn, son. You serious? I should be bilingual at my age, so that's honestly something very good, and to achieve fluency at such a young age is an impressive feat. It's obviously his mother behind this, as from what I know, but may be wrong on this, is the fact that Donald Trump currently doesn't speak any other language, which is odd and not good. I know here prime ministers have to be knowledgeable in both English and French, but it doesn't seem like that's the case for the United States of America, considering the country, believe it or not, does not actually even have an official language. That's right. English may be the de facto, but nope, it ain't official. Either way, I think it would be a wise economical move for American presidents or presidents-to-be to have a working knowledge of Spanish since it's the second most spoken language in the country, but alas, it's up to them to choose, and now it's time for me to go learn Inuktitut, Navajo, Nahuatl, French, Portuguese, Spanish, Latin, Italian, Romanian, German, Dutch, Polish, Russian, Ukrainian, Finnish, Norwegian, Irish, Greek, Yoruba, Ewe, Zulu, Xhosa, Swahili, Bambara, Amharic, Fulani, Sanskrit, Tamil, Armenian, Korean, Japanese, Thai, Cantonese, Tagalog, Fijian, and you know what? I'm being really over the top right now, painfully ridiculous right now, but I don't give a flying squid! You know, if you're still here, kudos to you, because I've been probably rambling about such boring, obvious, uninteresting, or downright crazy things. So let's get down to business right now and discuss the wacky, sad, hilarious bits that have been going on with this cute, tender-looking little boy.
Whoa there, mate. You sounded like a homosexual pedophile right there.
Shut your mouth and go back to your dad's house. I'm a clean, holy, innocent man. Now anyways, let's get back to the discussion, man. I'll talk about the acceptance speech from last year on November 9, 2016. Here, Barron appeared to look very tired, bored, and completely uninterested, with some even going as far to say that he even looked dazed and nauseous. What? Nauseous? Well, he sure did yawn and he had his eyes shut a lot, so as a result of that, people were making a lot of memes and captions about how bored he must have been, with some drawing bubbles over his head and throwing in texts about going home, sleeping, off limits, Pokemon Sun and Moon, Minecraft, hunger, and many other possible combinations. Oh, and let's not forget the fan arts. There's one that I particularly found hilarious where it portrays Donald and Hillary arguing in front of a high-rise building while Barron is shown looking at the viewer with a very serious facial expression while adjusting his tie. What makes it so golden is the title, The Adventures of Barron Trump and His Loudmouthed President Father. Goodness, I think the author that made that is named Joyling or something like that, but anyways. He was undeniably tired during that speech, but can he be blamed? His mother probably had to spray cold water on him at some point very early in the morning in order to get him out of bed and get him ready for the big day. Politics and long speeches are probably extremely boring to most kids, and the combination of having to get up so early was tough, so kudos to him for not legitimately falling asleep or yawning to tears like how I probably might have done. And now, after running my road for long enough, I'll finally tell you what truly triggered me to make this video. The autism allegations. Yep. That's right. Maybe it was obvious, maybe it wasn't. So, why are there so many speculations and tail-bearing stories of Barron being autistic? Are they justified? Is it even any of our business? Well, I guess I can quickly answer the latter by saying no, but people are very curious. Curious to the point that it's gotten rather harmful. It's been so bad that the White House has urged the media to keep him on the spotlight and have urged others to stop the cyberbullying and snide remarks. His mother is deeply concerned for him and really does show a lot of affection and care as expressed in her interviews she's had with reporters. She's even gone far enough to buck long-standing tradition by delaying her move to the White House until later this year just so she can focus on her son's schooling and needs. Wow, now that's a good mother. For Barron, according to people, they say, oh, he's fidgety, he's socially awkward, he doesn't speak much or shake hands, wobbles when he walks, engages in repetitive behaviors, and that he's been originally homeschooled because of mean boys who peck at him a lot for being bizarre. Oh, and speaking of the homeschooling part, there was an infamous Twitter comment recently that said, Barron will be this country's first homeschool shooter, and boy oh boy! That commenter received such severe backlash that not only did they end up deleting the tweet and closing off their Twitter account to the public, but even got fired from SNL! Whoa! While I agree that the comment was rather snide, I'm not so sure if I agree that it's bad enough to get that girl fired, especially after she deeply apologized. Unfortunately, things that go on the internet remain on the internet forever, so there's still hundreds of archives and posts of that, and now I'm here fueling the fire by talking about it. But wait, that's not the only remark we've seen. There's Barron Trump will be mutilating cats in the White House in like 2 weeks. And Barron Trump never tries to act if he wants to be anywhere other than at home playing video games. And then there was Barron Trump is wandering around the White House right now looking for stuff to burn, which is inaccurate since he isn't even moving there for now, and there's been thousands more. You see, while this is very unfair and hurtful for the little guy, who didn't even have any control for the events to come, the fact that his father has become president means that his life unfortunately won't be 100% normal and quiet anymore. Still, his parents are striving hard to minimize the impact of it. Celebrity parents or not, it doesn't give people a right to go down so hard on the guy. He's just a quiet American 10-year-old that's being himself. But because it's the great, wild internet where people will unfortunately tat as they please like how I'm doing right now, amidst the buzz, some people have said that if he is indeed truly autistic, that it could provide a great awareness to America and other countries about the condition. While true, some people have still been given fire for saying such things because they feel he's too young for all this publicity, and the fact that it's a very personal thing that has not even been confirmed. Do you want to hear me chat some more, or have you absolutely had it with me? Alright, I can hear your stomachs gurgling furiously, so let me give you 3 final facts about the little Trump, and here's the first. He plays the tenor saxophone, and for the second, he uses a 256GB iPhone 7 Plus, so yeah, he's one lucky little tulip. And for the third, he says that if he could drive any vehicle right now that he want a GMC Sierra. Well, isn't that typical? Americans and Canadians alike sure do love their pickup trucks and SUVs, and I'm guilty of this too. And now finally, with the exception to North Americans' affinity for utility cars, you've been lied to about those facts. I'm Guuzaka Tube, and now I seriously need to book it out of here. Did you like this video? How do you think Barron feels about all these allegations? Has it made him sad? Or does he actually laugh and eat popcorn while reading all these stupid comments? Now, I want you to comment, rate, like, subscribe, share, read my blog for information, and visit my Twitter page to see my latest tweets. And do not forget to also participate in the polls in the top right corner in the I circle.